Bayern are looking for a major bounce back win after a disappointing loss to Augsburg last weekend out. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. Today we're doing a match preview of the game between Arminia Bielefeld and Bayern Munich. So how are Bayern doing right now? Well, Bayern are doing pretty well at the moment. We're top of the table with a 9-1-2 record. Dortmund is just right behind us. They have 1 point less than us, so we have 28, they have 27, but they're really right behind us. We don't really have a whole lot of breathing room at the moment. And Bayern lost our last game 2-1 on the road to Augsburg, so definitely a disappointing defeat there. And Bayern have looked a bit shaky as of lately, but we're still in the lead. There's no reason to panic, but you can sense a little bit of instability with this team. I know there's been a lot of issues with COVID right now, a lot of injuries, so you can definitely see there's some tension in the team, and hopefully we can resolve this and smooth things out going into the holiday break. As for opponents, Arminia, how are they doing? Well, they're 17th in the league, so not a great spot. They're obviously 8 points ahead of last. Greuther Fürth has just 1 point so far, so really bad. Not to pick on Greuther Fürth. Arminia are in 17th with just 9 points, and honestly, they look like possible candidates for relegation this season. But personally, I think they're just going to squeeze this year out and manage to stay in the league. I do think they're better than a few teams that will go down. I do think Augsburg are still going to go down. So Augsburg just have 1 win on the season, but they have tied a league high 6 games. So definitely some games they probably could have squeezed out and gotten some more points from. So this shows they might be a bit better than they look. Expected lineups for the matchup. So for Bayern, going out this weekend, we have Choupo-Moting, Kimmich, Nianzou, Spitzer all out, so they will not be playing. Of course, our lineup will start with, as our goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. In defense, Alphonso Davies, Lucas Hernandez, Upamecano, and Pavard. In the midfield, Tolisso and Goretzka. And up on attack, we have Leroy Sané, Thomas Muller, Kingsley Coman, and of course, at striker, Robert Lewandowski. So those are just my expected predicted lineups for this game. As for our opponent, Bielefeld, they're going to be coached by Frank Kramer. Out for them this weekend will be Sisbora and Kruger, so their lineup will look something like Ortega in net, at the defense, Larson, Nilsson, Piper, and Brunner. In the midfield, Velasadius, Preidel, Okugawa, Schopp, Wimmer, and up top, Klose. So just some quick insights and fun stats I thought I would share with everyone. So the last time these two teams played, it was a 3-3 draw on a snowy night in Munich. Actually, Arminia got a 3-1 lead. So Arminia actually got a 3-1 lead in that game. Thankfully, Bayern did bring that one back, but still, Arminia would certainly be happy with just coming away with 1 point, especially at the Allianz Arena. And Bielefeld have only won one of their last 18 Bundesliga away matches at Bayern. And when these two teams last played, it was the first time Arminia scored away at Bayern since 1985. So, those 3 goals, that's scoring more goals than against any other team away from home last Bundesliga season. Bayern Munich have failed to score in only one of their 18 Bundesliga home matches against Arminia, and it was in 1979. So expect a lot of goals this weekend from the Bavarians. After previously winning 4 matches in a row in the Bundesliga, Bayern had lost 1-2 at Augsburg last match day. The last time Bayern failed to win consecutive Bundesliga matches was in February 2021, and the last time they lost 2 matches in a row was in November and December 2019. I would be very, very surprised if Bayern did not win this game, especially if they lose those games or even just tie it. Those are some pretty bad stats they want to have there. I do expect a bounce back win here, especially at the Allianz. They're going to want to bring home all 3 points, and I assume they will. But still, the game still has to be played out, so we'll see what happens. Of course, Bayern lost their last 2 Bundesliga matches against teams from the bottom half of the table. Pretty interesting stat here. So 2 in a row for the first time since March and April 2007. These are also as many losses as in the 101 such previous Bundesliga clashes combined. So my players to watch for this game, it will be the Canadian wonderkid Alphonso Davies for Bayern. The Canadian has been looking really solid this season, and obviously consistency was an issue coming into this season, kind of coming off a kind of mediocre season last year. I know his market value went down. People were a little bit disappointed to see what he had to offer last season. But obviously, that's being erased. Obviously, consistency is being achieved here. He's doing really, really solid this season. One of our best players. Definitely our best defender so far this season, in my opinion. And he also scored the last time out against Arminia, so we might want to keep that tradition alive. As for our opponent, Arminia Bielefeld, Fabian Klose, their striker, will be my player to watch out for this game. Klose is their top offensive threat by far and has expected goals of 4 this season, which far exceeds any other player at Arminia. I think the next person behind has 2.2, so almost double the offensive threat that the second best player has. So obviously Klose is their main offensive threat. They're going to try to run a lot through him, and really if we can shut him down, we can pretty much shut the whole team down. So for my prediction for this game, I predict a 4-1 victory for Bayern Munich at home. I can see some goals scored by Lewandowski, Muller, and honestly I'll throw Tolisso's name in there. He's been having a few chances as of lately, so I do think this will be a good win. I think this will be a bounce-back game. We really need it to be. Obviously, if it is a disappointing result, whether it's a tie or a loss, we might see definitely some frustrated players and You know, I don't want to start getting uneasy with the season. We're still in the first, so I don't want to be complaining, but definitely if we don't get a result here, there's going to be definitely some criticism from the fans and critics. So let's just not worry about that. Let's go get all 3 points and, you know, have a good game. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more Bayern Munich content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope to see you on the next video. Until then, mio se mio.